The sawmill accident. Vincent Farley lived in the country, working at the local sawmill in his community. He never missed a day of work and was always on time. Unfortunately, one night, he stayed up late drinking with some friends and went to work with a hangover and still felt the effects of the alcohol since he had never been drinking before. While working on one of the hurdles, he lost his balance, stumbled, and fell face first into one of the spinning blades. Vincent was now cut from his forehead down to his chest. Still alive but losing blood. He staggered towards the exit and went out the door, walking down the long dirt road, looking for help since he had volunteered on the weekend, and no one was at the mill but him. In the distance, he could see a beige-colored farmhouse. Indeed, someone was home and could call for help. Vincent stumbled up the steps, using the outside paneling to hold himself upright. Raising a trembling hand, he knocked on the wooden screen door before falling onto the porch. Inside, the loud thud from outside alerted the couple who lived there. Rosie opened the front door, letting out a terrified scream. Before she was the injured and bleeding Vincent, looking over her shoulder to her husband, her voice quivering, she yelled, "Call the doctor." By the time the doctor arrived, it was too late. Vincent had already passed. What surprised the doctor the most was that a man with that injury should not have made it as far as Vincent did. Too bad he had lost too much blood. After some time, Rosie and her husband heard noises of someone walking up the steps onto their porch, knocking on the screen door, and then falling with a thud. Flicking on the porch light, she peeked out the window to see nothing. "It must be Vincent," Guard mumbled as he looked at Rosie from above his newspaper. She paled at the thought of her home becoming haunted but knew her husband was right. After all, this was the last place Vincent had been before he passed away, and he was only looking for help. Help that came too late.